friends, hope you all are doing well and staying safe. Welcome back to yet another video of the Football Mania to bring you all the latest news, insights, and updates from the world of football. A packed 70,000 stadium with fans chanting your team's name with entire passion and vigor and energy is all that a player will look for when he's entering the pitch. And yes, this is true for anyone who plays football at the professional level, and he will get a bubble of energy and will get an adrenaline rush when he enters the pitch. But if you are a Manchester United fan and if you are singing your heart out with the glory, glory, Man United, this chant, then I'm sorry, the team is completely arrogant. And this was true in yesterday's match, which I saw in the Carabao Cup third round against West Ham United. This is a team which is relying heavily on their strike force and is having the quality which any elite level team would require. And I was expecting Manchester United to have a comfortable evening to, retain the possession, dominate the possession, and then attack West Ham United. And to be honest, if you talk about the starting lineup, this itself raised question marks because how can you start Anthony Martial when he's hardly kicked the ball? Yes, he's training with the team in Carrington Road, and it is all fair. It's fine. Like he requires some game time, and yes, you have given him an opportunity, but he should not be in the club at the first place. When you know that a man like Cristiano Ronaldo and even Edinson Cavani is there, and what's the point of keeping a third choice striker? I just don't understand. And even apart from him, if you talk about the lineup, we had Nemanja Matic, Donny van de Beek in midfield, and United also had Eric Bailly and Victor Lindelof. That itself shows how seriously Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is taking this tournament. This is not a very strong lineup. This is the B team, and Carabao Cup for many elite teams, it's not always the priority. And I'm sure with that arrogance and that attitude, Manchester United are bound to fail. And having Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as your manager, I feel really bad for United fans because if I were in Ollie's place, I would have taken every cup competition seriously because the pressure has been mounting. He has not been winning silverware, and this was a glorious opportunity for him to seal his credentials as the United manager. And I'm sorry to say, but he didn't take this quite seriously. And you have the result in front of you. West Ham won, Manchester United nil, and West Ham are through to the fourth round of the Carabao Cup. So if you dissect the game into two halves, in the first half, Manchester United were quite proactive. They were having the ball possession. They were moving into half spaces. They were whipping in those vicious crosses from the left hand side thanks to Alex Telles. But nobody is there at the end of it to convert it into a goal. And even if you see the stats, I think Manchester United had over 25 shots, and most of those shots were from outside the D box. There was nothing like penetrative football where shots are being thundered at West Ham's goal from within the D box. It was all sideways passing. It was pedestrian at times. It lacked the amount of intensity that we have associated with earlier Manchester United teams, and there was not a clear tempo. On the other hand, if you look at West Ham United, they had a clear game plan under David Moyes, the so-called football genius who always rises up to the big occasion, and he has a history of creating major upsets in such tournaments. And to be honest, West Ham United deserved to take the lead in the ninth minute because they were composed, they were just waiting for the actual moment to counter attack, and their counter attack is quite lethal. Even though there was no Mikel Antonio in the starting lineup, Jared Bowen led the line quite well, even though he's a winger. He held up the ball, made those good off the ball runs, and was causing headaches to Victor Lindelof and Eric Bailly because he is too pacey. And you saw that when a man has pace against this Manchester United defense, it is always going to cause them problems. And as the first half wore on, we saw some good build-up play from Manchester United. They were having the possession in the attacking area of West Ham, and it was not clinical enough. There was not enough opportunities wherein you would say, wow, this was a gilt-edged chance. And as the first half ended, West Ham were quite comfortable in having the possession. Every time Manchester United lost their ball, West Ham were, looking to counter them and make those incisive passes through the middle third into the attacking third. And if I talk about the second half, Manchester United were quite proactive. They were again trying to build up from the right hand side this time, and the inclusion of Bruno Fernandes and Mason Greenwood made a very big impact. There were lots of occasions where Bruno Fernandes was having the ball. He was looking for Mason Greenwood in the far post, and they have a good understanding between them. And even Jesse Lingard was trying quite hard to, score once again against his old club. I'm sure all West Ham fans would have felt that this is going to be another difficult night, and especially after the disappointing loss in the weekend in the 95th minute, not able to convert a penalty. Their captain Mark Noble must be feeling the pressure, and I must say kudos to him for the way he performed in this match. All the pressure was there and he delivered. There was no Declan Rice, there was no Thomas Suchek, and he had to deliver. It was a complete dominant performance by him, and also we saw Jared Bowen, we saw Lanzini doing quite well, even Andrei Yarmolenko. And towards the end of the match, you saw United were actually trying to at least get one goal back so that they can, take it to penalties. But the West Ham defense was quite resurrect. They were, the ball was always in front of them. There were some dangerous moments, but I think Diop for them stood out and was the man of the match, in my opinion. And also, if you talk about the final 5 minutes, West Ham could have easily sealed the deal with at least 3 goals. Yarmolenko hit the post, Jared Bowen missed a one-on-one chance, and Mark Noble also missed a one-on-one chance. So if we look at the entire context of this match, West Ham could have easily won 3-0 or 4-0 and put this out of sight. And Manchester United fans, I must say, it has been a very rough ride for you all. And coming out of the Carabao Cup, it must be even more disappointing because at least this should have been taken quite seriously, right? And I just feel that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is sometimes out of his depth. He doesn't understand what the situation demands, and he needs to be much more proactive and go for the jugular. Because if you are a manager trailing at home 1-0, you have to make those changes in the 60th minute at least, if not before that. So such key moments is what sometimes determines the outcome of a match. And to be honest, I just felt that West Ham on the balance of play deserved to win and took a sweet revenge on their like last weekend's drawback. So it's going to be a very fascinating fourth round, to be honest. Now West Ham are drawn against Manchester City, and guys, please let me know your thoughts on how Manchester United season will pan out. Will they actually be able to finally get their hands on a silverware under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? That's the big question. And if you want to get regular updates from the world of football, please, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And until next time, stay safe and take care.